Hi, my name's Ira, and today we're going to take the function f of x equals negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 16, find the vertex, and then graph it. Let's get started. To find the vertex, the first thing we need to find is what's called the axis of symmetry. That's what cuts the graph in half. Whenever you throw a ball up and it comes back down, the axis of symmetry is that point at the height of the ball's flight where it hits its maximum height. So it goes up and then it comes back down. We gotta find that vertex point. To find the axis of symmetry, we use the formula x equals negative b divided by 2a. In our formula, a is negative 2, b is 4, and c is 16. So we have a is negative 2, b is 4, c is 16. So x equals negative of positive 4 divided by 2 times negative 2. X equals negative 4 over negative 4, so that the x value of our vertex is 1. We plug that x into the original equation. F of x equals negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 16. So f of 1 is 2 times 1 squared plus 4 times 1 plus 16. Negative 2 times just 1 plus 4 plus 16. Negative 2 plus 4 plus 16. 2 plus 16 is 18. So our vertex is 118. Next, we're going to figure out how to graph it. All right, so since the lead coefficient is negative, all the points will move down from the vertex. The vertex will be a maximum of this function. It will be the highest point. If the lead coefficient, the a term, is a positive, then the vertex would be the minimum point and all the points would grow from there. Also, since it's negative 2 instead of negative 1 or positive 1, it will move down twice as fast as if it was 1. So instead of going up, we're going to go down twice as fast. If the a term was 1, we would move away from the vertex in a certain pattern. All right. If a was 1, the way we move away is as we move out. Remember, parabolas, this function is graphed as a parabola. It is a symmetrical function. So as we move 1 unit in either direction from the x value, the y value has a consistent pattern. The y in both ways will grow at the same amount. If a was 1, it would keep moving up by the next odd term. As you move the 1 space away, it goes up 1. Then you move 1 more space away, you grow by 3, and then by 5, and then by 7, and then by 9. Each point moves up by the next odd number. Now, since the lead coefficient was negative 2, we're now going to double that. So the first point that we move away from would then, if it was positive, go up by 1 times 2, which is 2. Then it'll move 3 times 2 from that point, which would be 6. Then 5 times 2, we would go up 10. Since it's a negative, we're going to be going down by each of those values. So we start at the vertex, 118. We move out in each direction. We moved 1 to the left and 1 to the right. So we can start at 118 and we go to 0 and 2. Then we move down by 2 times the first odd number, which is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. 18 minus 2 is 16. Both that 0 has a y value of 16 and 2 has a y value of 16. Now we move 1 more point in each direction out. We move out from 2 to 3 and 0 to negative 1. 1 in that direction. Now, since the next odd number plus 2 is 3, we take negative 2 times 3, which is 6. So we move from 16. 16 minus 6 is 10. So our next 2 points out would be negative 1, 10, 3, 10. Okay? Then we're going to move another point out, which would be, we move from 2 to 4, 3 to 4, and negative 1 to negative 2. We would move by 5, which is the next odd number after 3, times negative 2, which would be negative 10. So we move down by 10 from 10 down to 0. 10 down to 0. And we look at our graph right here, you will see that we have the vertex and we moved out 1, down 2. Out 1, down 3 times 2, which would be 6. Out 1, 5 times 2, which would be 10. And we can keep going and going. From that vertex, you can build as large of a parabola function as long as you keep moving out by 1 and down by the a coefficient times the next odd digit from where you started. Hope you learned something. Have a great day.